In this tutorial, we will take a look at how to run reports and listings in Dynamic 2000. Today we'll try running the term file listing. Reports and listings in Dynamic 2000 generally contain ranges of values, and these ranges normally have list of values associated with them. In our example here, beginning term, we'll do a list of values. Select from our list of values. We'll leave the ending term as the default. The next step is to execute query, and what appears is the Run Program pop-up box. The first field is the destination, where the user can select where they wish to print the output. We can print a screen, we can print to our printers, or we can print to disk. The next selection is character or bitmap. In prior releases of Dynamic 2000, character mode reports were available. This is no longer available as the bitmap is the newer form of reports. So the character selection will always be grayed out. Next, we can run online or in batch. If we run online, your report or listing will be produced immediately to your printer, to your screen, to your disk. If we select batch, you'll be prompted for the execution date and execution time. This feature is available if your system administrator has set up a batch server on your system to run these programs in batch. The advantage of running in batch is it does not tie up your screen when the report is running. The report is actually run off the batch processing screen. This may come in handy for a report or listing that you would expect would take over 2 or 3 minutes to run, and you don't want to tie up your screen during that time. In our example today, we're going to run our listings to the screen. Click on Run. And now the report is executing. The report progress screen quickly flashes up on the screen. And now we see the report previewer with our report. At this point, after scanning through the report, if we decide we want to print it to the printer, we can select the printer selection here. There are other options available on here, normal Windows operating system operations such as zoom in, zoom out, and if this was a multi-page report, we could scan through the various pages. So if we close this off, we return back to the menu. Our next example will be running the terms file listing to disk. So we'll keep the parameters the way they are with the defaults. Execute query, and then from here we select disk, and this will create a file to the disks. When we click on Run, what we have here is a pop-up box that allows us to select the destination as to where we wish this file to be written to disk, and in this case we're going straight to the C drive. The system comes up with a file name based upon the program number and a series of numbers, but we can clear this field out and call it whatever we wish. In our case here, we'll call it term. Click on Save, and the report is now executing to disk. And program returns to the menu as the program is now done. This concludes this tutorial on how to run listings and reports.